Hey everyone, I'm a certified Suzuki violin teacher, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing the 2 books you need to learn violin, and I have an extra bonus recommendation at the end. Let's get started with the first book I recommend if you're starting from ground zero. So this is the book you're going to need and want if you don't know how to read music at all and you're just brand new to your violin. It's I Can Read Music Volume 1 for violin. I'll link all of these books down below. I love this book for so many reasons, and I'm going to explain why. So let's open it up. First, the great thing about this book is that it has a comprehensive sheet in the front. So this goes through all the notes on the violin, and it breaks down the rhythm for you, the time signatures, and all of the notes. So I love that. It's just great to have that in there for reference. The other thing I love about this book is that it is so easy and clear to learn new notes and new rhythms. So you'll see on this lesson, it has a new note it's introducing. So it'll tell you it's your open E, and this is where it is on the staff. And then it gives you multiple opportunities to practice that new note. You have 5 lines to practice your new note on, which I just love. That's what's going to help you really improve on your reading music, is being able to see it on the staff and make that connection to put your fingers down and play it with your bow. You're going to get so much faster at reading if you practice this. And I also wanted to show you on the rhythm page, it's a really similar outline. You can see they'll show you the new principle, and then you have multiple opportunities to practice your new note. This book is straight gold, and there are 50 lessons. So by the time you get done with this book, you should have a pretty good understanding and be able to play all the basic notes on your violin from the G string all the way up to your 3 on E. And you'll also feel really comfortable with all the basic rhythm notations. One other thing I wanted to say about this book is that this is helpful whether you have a teacher or not. So if you're deciding just to learn totally on your own and just figure it out as you go, this book is going to be so helpful. Or if you have a teacher that's helping you, this book is still going to be so helpful. I have all my students get this who don't know how to read music. The next book I want to talk about is the Suzuki Violin Book 1. So the great thing about Suzuki method is that all the songs are going to build on each other naturally. So as you learn new songs, you're also going to be learning new technique along the way, which is awesome. So you'll start with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and all the variations that come along with it. There are 5 variations, and that really just helps you get comfortable using your bow. So you don't have to focus as much on the fingering, you can focus more on the bow. That's the only thing that's changing between the variations. Then you'll learn really basic songs, like this one. You'll start out with Lightly Row, which is a folk song, and there's a few. So you can see it's pretty basic, but that's one of the first songs. The first 4 or 5 songs, 6 songs are all folk songs, but then you see by the end, you're starting to play Minuets by Bach, you're playing Happy Farmer, and you're playing Gavotte by Gossek. So this is the difference in the music at the end of the book. So you can see how it gets more complicated as you progress through the book with rhythms and slurring and fingerings, which is awesome. It's just so great that those little tiny steps you take and that you're learning to expand and grow your ability on the violin is all built in here in this Violin 1 Suzuki book. The other nice thing about starting with the Suzuki Violin Book 1 is that there are so many resources and so many people, including myself, who have played through the songs so you can hear what they're supposed to sound like, and then you can give it a try. All right, my last recommendation, this is kind of the bonus one I was talking about at the beginning. This is called Scales for Young Violinists. In Suzuki Violin Book 1, we really only play in A major and G major, but as you progress, you're going to want to know a few other keys, and more keys get introduced in Book 2. So as you progress, as you get more comfortable on your violin, this scale book will be awesome to have because it'll go through all the scales that are most common for violin music. The other reason I really like this scale book is because it goes through major, minor, it does all the arpeggios, and then it even gives you a chance to do broken thirds and some octaves and thirds and sixths. So that's when you really start to feel comfortable with your violin. You can try playing chords. Okay, so to summarize, you're gonna want the I Can Read Music Volume 1 for violin, and it's a really great book for starting from level 0. If you have no previous experience and you want to learn to read and you want to learn to play your violin, you're gonna want the I Can Read Music book. Number 2 is your Suzuki Violin Book 1, which is really great for building technique naturally as you progress through the songs. And it's really awesome because there's lots of resources out there to help you work through that book. Other book I recommended at the very end is Scales for Young Violinists, and that's by Barbara Barber. So that's a really good one too because it's just comprehensive and it'll give you lots of tools and exercises you can perform just to really hone your skills and feel more comfortable playing in different keys. Keep in mind, all of these books are really great whether you're learning violin totally by yourself or if you're taking violin with a teacher. They'll probably have you get these books anyway. I have all my students get these books. So if you have any questions about this, please leave a comment down below. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.